Welcome back everybody, Jim here. Well, this is going to be the unboxing and, assembly of the WoodMaxx 72-inch snow blower. It's a power takeoff snow blower for the rear of the tractor. This is December 30th, 2022. So the first steps will be to remove the boxes and the attached hardware. And most companies use plastic straps now. And I can see they use plastic in a couple areas. This box, those are metal straps. I'm going to have to use my cutters. They certainly don't spare the quality when packing this thing up, that's for sure. Look at that. When's the last time you saw metal being used? In this box is the snowblower manual chute rotator detection deflector kit. Alright, so this will go off to the side. The next thing to unhook, I believe, is a chute. And it looks like the chute has some pretty beefy, they're plastic, but they're pretty beefy. I don't know if you can see that or not, but those are some rugged straps. Three straps is what's holding the chute. Now it's just a matter of figuring out how to take it out of here. And it looks like it might come out the side. Yeah, comes out the side. I believe that's all there is behind here. Inside the unit, I see two items. It looks like one is part of the manual crank, and in the very back is the drive shaft. And these two have been put on with plastic straps. Again, pretty beefy straps. And then just lift it out the top, but that's what that is. It's part of the crank. And then in the very back is the drive shaft. I believe the drive shaft should pick out now. There we go. And there's the drive shaft. Now I believe that concludes all the stuff that was strapped in. So now I will start taking apart the frame. This front piece is held on with 2 bolts on this side, 2 bolts on that side, 1 bolt down there, 1 bolt down there, and then this front piece lifts off. And did I mention it was free shipping on top of that? There. Once those 6 bolts are taken off, this piece lifts out. And it appears to be the same thing on the back side. Another 6 bolts, 2 pins, and this piece comes off. I can't get over how well packaged this is. There are 2 bolts in the bottom of these holding these on. My partner was gone, otherwise I would have had her hold these for me, just so they didn't fall off. Okay, so that concludes getting all the metal from around it. Right now it's just sitting on what appears to be like a pallet. So in order to lift it off here, what I need to do is back the tractor in, hook up the 3-point hitch, pick it up. As soon as you have your 3-point hitch hooked up, you should be able to lift it up out of this. I've got everything unhooked on 3-point. Okay, so we're back to where the snowblower has been attached to the tractor. I didn't video that because, you know, every tractor is different, whether you have a quick hitch or whether you don't. So I figured each individual can handle that. But what I did do was check the drive shaft, because that's the next important thing. Now, as far as the drive shaft goes, they recommend, and I'm backing up so you can see, the snowblower is off the floor, and what I've done is made it level. The input and output shafts on the tractor and the snowblower are level, because that would be the shortest distance between the implement and the tractor. As you raise the implement up, the distance, the power takeoff shaft gets a little bit longer, and when you drop it down, it gets a little bit longer. But the shortest distance is when they're both parallel. So that's what I've done, and if you look, I've got about 2 inches. It's all hooked up, and with both items parallel, there's about 2 inches of play still. So I'm calling the drive shaft good. I'm not going to cut it. The cutting edge, when it's shipped to you, is designed to scrape the driveway. Now, I'm not sure if you could see it from this angle, but this cutting edge, the sharp edge, is angled downwards. Now, the book recommends that if you have a stone driveway, to keep this from gouging your driveway, if you take the bolts out, you can flip this over, so now it rides up instead of gouging your driveway. So I'm going to do that and see how that works, because I don't want to, I've got a dirt driveway, and when I take this up to camp, because that's a dirt driveway up there too, so just to be safe, I'd rather it going over instead of under. Cutting edge taper is down, and I'm going to flip it so that the taper is up. And that's because I got a gravel driveway. With the taper down like it is, it'll dig in, and with the taper the other way, it tends to float over your rocks and stuff. And that's with the taper up. Now I'm going to install it like that, so that, like I said, if it hits a rock, it's going to tend to ride over it rather than dig it out. Okay, so that is the cutting edge reversed. It'll be a lot less aggressive on a gravel driveway. I'm not sure if that's too aggressive or not. I won't know until the first snowstorm. But I've got the shoes adjusted down as low as they would go. And it gives me about 1.5 inches of clearance. Now again, I got a gravel driveway. Some areas it's pitched towards the center. So I want this thing to ride high so it doesn't dig into the ground. And right now, like I say, it's about 1.5 inches high. And, you know, that's given the ground being frozen. If the ground wasn't frozen, the shoes obviously would dig in, and the snowblower would also drop further. So I'm doing all I can to keep it from picking up rocks. I had a smaller snowblower, and that thing could chuck a rock, a small rock, softball size rock, well, small golf ball size rock, 40 feet. Now if you got a pickup truck, or a house window, or a car window, or a camper window, any kind of windows, you got to be awfully sure that your chute's not aimed at them, especially if you got a gravel driveway. And now for the chute. And as you can see, everything is packaged up so nicely to keep it from getting scratched or anything else. Okay, instructions say loosen these 6 bolts, and they probably slide out is my guess, so the chute can drop on. Okay, the chute has dropped on. Now for a little bit of adjustment, and then a little bit of adjustment, and I'll be back. You can see the center rim there. You can see 2 of the rollers, and of course the rollers are brought in together like this to tighten up on the chute. Next, we need to mount the gearbox that turns the chute. And if anybody's wondering, that's what the gearbox looks like. And it says to just attach it loosely right now. Okay, next it had me take both of these pieces apart. In the package they're assembled. Take them apart. Take the larger one and connect it to that. Now, I don't know that there's one end makes a difference over the other, but I'm guessing this end. The next step in attaching the gearbox is to take this here, and what it's designed to be is a slide, so that your handle can slide through it when when the thing goes, when you pick it up and you pick it down. This is designed to be drilled through your ropes. They want you to drill a hole through your ropes to attach this. Now maybe it's just me, but the thought of drilling a hole through my protective equipment, which may over time weaken it, who knows. I just don't want to take that risk. So what I'm going to do instead is, I think it's called a D-ring, I can't remember. It's a big one, probably 4 or 5 inch. And I'm sure everybody's seen them before, they got a little snap on them. Okay. Well, the thing is, if I take this, and in the very top, this area right here in the corner, where the hinge is, there's enough of a slot that this edge will fit into. And if you can see it from there, once that's fit in there, that makes a nice little slide for the handle. And it can move, it can go do anything you want it to do, but it's fully removable. It doesn't damage your ropes. To me, that's the better way to go. So that's how I'm going to hook it up. Like I said, the D-ring, the top part can slide right down to this corner of your ropes and will sit there without a problem. Now what I'm going to do just to make sure there's no problem is I'm going to put a tie wrap just to make sure it stays in there. And then I'll tighten this up where it is. There, that's good enough for the winter. She ain't gonna go anywheres. I'll cut these tails off so they'll be out of the way. There, that's what I'm gonna use for a slide. And I think that'll work just perfectly. Now this controls the chute. You can see it's got a little knob here, and then this can extend. Okay. And they've got this end down, and I'm guessing it's down because if it was this way, water could get in there. You don't want that. So make sure you put this sliding end down. Okay, from left to right, you can see the bolt head. Under the bolt head is a washer. Then it goes through the black bracket. Then there's a fat washer. Then the unit. Then another fat washer. The black bracket, a washer, and the nut. And then it's just a matter of tightening it all up. Alright, so the gearbox is full of oil. The height adjustment's been done. The chute's on. It's hooked to the tractor. Drive shaft fits. Safety chain for the drive shaft, it's all hooked up. I don't believe I left anything out. I went by the book, so that should do it as far as getting it ready. Next video for this will be out in a snowstorm. Thanks for watching, and maybe you learned something going along with me to do this. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe would be appreciated. Good God willing, thing will work perfect. Thanks again. Bye now.